Hey, it's Nick here, and you're on the Transparent FX Academy. I'm a top author on TradingView, and it's time to make another full market breakdown to see exactly what kind of opportunities we can be looking for on the period that we will be analyzing both from a technical and an order flow perspective. So without further ado, let's jump onto the charts. Okay, so let's make a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have on GBP USD. Now, the reason for which I want to speak about GBP USD in this breakdown is because the pair has created exactly the move that we wanted to see from our previous analysis on it. So now it's time to make an update and see where we can be looking for the next opportunity on the pair. Now, as usual, I will be keeping this analysis as educational as possible. So first, we will be speaking about the technical aspect of this market. We will then go and see what we have from an order flow perspective with the commitment of traders, which is what hedge funds are doing in the market. And obviously, if you're able to read what the biggest banks and institutions are doing in the market, you do have an advantage over your competition in the marketplace. And by the end of the video, you will know exactly what kind of opportunities and probabilities we can be looking for on GBP USD. So without further ado, let's get straight into this analysis. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we have is a market which has just broken above a quite strong area of structure. In fact, this zone was acting as extremely strong resistance here. Again, very strong resistance here. Again, very strong resistance here. And the market has now just broken above this resistance with this impulse leg here. And at this point, all this previous resistance is now turned support here. And the market is testing this previous resistance, now turned support, as we usually expect in this kind of situations, because always remember that when a structure area is broken in the market, what you expect after that is for the market to go for a retest of that previous resistance, which in this case was acting as resistance all across this zone, which is now turned support. And in fact, that is exactly what the market is currently doing. The market is currently testing this previous monthly resistance, now turned support. Let's keep that in mind and let's go down on the weekly time frame. So on the monthly, we are testing monthly support. Now, going down on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that this structure area also on the weekly time frame is an extremely precise level of historical structure for this market. In fact, it was acting as resistance here, again resistance here, again resistance here, and currently the market is testing all this previous resistance, which is now turned support. What we can also see here on the weekly time frame is that the market has just created a nice impulse and correction. Now, generally speaking, after an impulse and a correction, what you expect is for the market to provide the continuation to the upside, possibly for the creation of this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside and creation of a higher high. What we can also see is that after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, what you have to do is take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. And if we take our Fibonacci from the low to the high of this impulse, what we can see is that the market has retraced exactly to the 0.32 of the Fibonacci taken on this impulse, from which we do expect the market to provide a continuation to the upside, possibly for the creation of this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside and for the creation of a higher high. So at the moment on the weekly as well, everything looks quite bullish since the market is testing this confluence of support zone, from which we do expect the market to provide a continuation to the upside. Going down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, on the daily time frame, we have a market which currently is providing this M formation. Now, after an M formation, what you want to see is the market create a move to the upside. But before we speak about where are the next opportunities for GBP USD, let's first give a quick recap of the price action that the market has followed here, because I had spoken about the GBP USD quite a few times in the past. I spoke about GBP USD after this W formation. I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which from here. First, we wanted to see a retracement to this level, and then for the market to create this continuation to the upside, and that is in fact exactly what the market did. Then I spoke about GBP USD again when the market was here, and I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which from here first we wanted to see a retracement and then the continuation to the upside, and that is exactly what the market did. Then I spoke about GBP USD when the market was here after the market had provided this overextended W formation, and I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which from here first we wanted to see a retracement and then the continuation to the upside, and again, that is exactly what the market did. Then I spoke about GBP USD when the market was here, explaining all the reasons for which we wanted to see the market create this move to the downside, and again, that is exactly what the market did. Then I spoke about GBP USD after this move to the upside here when the market was at this level, explaining all the reasons for which I wanted to see the market create this impulse leg to the upside, and again, that is exactly what the market did. Then when the market was here after this big overextended W formation, I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we wanted to see this move to the downside, and with the very last analysis after this overextended W formation here, I spoke about GBP USD explaining all the reasons for which we wanted to see the market create this move to the downside, and again, that is exactly what the market did. And by the way, I will link all this previous analysis in description. So you find all this previous analysis linked in description, so you can go and check it out for further reference and more free education. Hey, just a quick thing, make sure you comment below and you let me know which pairs or topics you would like me to analyze or cover in the next videos. But at the moment, what do we have and how we can be looking for the next opportunity in this market and on this pair? Now, before I show you that, let's first go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, which is what hedge funds are doing in the market. Now, if we check the data for the pound, what we are actually checking is pound USD, because keep in mind that all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So if you're checking the data for the GBP, you are actually already checking GBP USD. And what we can see is that with the last report, net positions have been greatly increasing. In fact, we went from having minus 19.7k net positions all the way up to having plus 3.6k net positions. So a quite strong increase of the net positioning with currently 35.5k longs and 31.8k shorts. So we can still expect GBP USD to create a move to the upside. Now, keep in mind that on the monthly and weekly, we have already identified that we are quite bullish. And here on the daily, we have as well identified the fact that we are creating this M formation. And as I just said, after an M formation, you expect the market to create a move to the upside. So monthly, weekly, and daily are showing bullish scenarios for GBP USD, and there is definitely the possibility to see maybe a little bit more downside before the market will create a move to the upside. So how we will be approaching this kind of opportunity and situation with students. Now, as usual, the monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data are the best timeframes for the direction of the market. But when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best timeframe is the 4 hours. And at the moment on the 4 hours, what we can see? On the 4 hours, what we can see is that everything is still bearish. And until everything will remain bearish, the market will easily continue to the downside. So what we will be doing with students is monitoring price action from a 4-hour perspective during this move to the downside. And what we will be waiting is for the market to shift from a 4-hour bearish market to a 4-hour bullish market. And only if the market will shift from a 4-hour bearish to a 4-hour bullish market, only at that point, we will be adding GBP USD to our watch list. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice long with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities at that point for the move to the upside and for the market to go and complete the pattern at the previous support, now turned resistance. If you made it this far in the video, it would be great if you can smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the channel and support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. I have a full mentorship program that will teach you exactly the rules of my rule-based strategies and also give you every single day a new market breakdown in which I show you exactly how to apply the strategies with entries, stops, and take profits, as well as answering every question that you have every single day, including the weekends. So it's a very complete program. It will teach you everything that you need to trade the market consistently. So I will see you in it. The link is in the description, or I will see you in the next video.